Welcome to one of my Mexican volcano adventures. I've been hiking Mexican volcanoes since the late 90s, and this is one of my 8th walkabouts, and I hope you enjoy some of the views that I hope to share in this video. Our first hike up was Nevado Toluca, and we stayed at San Buenaventura, which is a suburb of Toluca. It is hit and miss whether you can drive up to the trailhead on Nevado Toluca. This weekend it was very busy, so there was a shuttle service that was organized from a big parking area down below. Everybody hops into a truck or a van or something and gets shuttled up, and then everybody goes and explores the mountain for the day. So we hiked as high as we could, and then the trail, we couldn't see where it went up to the ultimate top because it was buried in snow. But it was a great hike, we were in good shape, and we look forward to the next adventure. So Ixta was our second hike, and we found out that the rules changed, that you have to book ahead to get a permit to drive into the trailhead. You can walk from the office, but it's an extra 10 kilometers to hike in. So we didn't get that figured out or organized, so we did our big old hike and saw some stuff along the way, but we would have rather have driven right to the trailhead and had a better day on the mountain as opposed to approaching the mountain. So we made it up to the refuge on Ixta, which is 4,700 meters. This was our turnaround time. So we had a little break, a snack, and then we headed back down to the trailhead. Well, past the trailhead and continued on to the park office. So we are back to the trailhead, or the park office, and we're crossing the old cow gate. Don't know when cows were here last. We didn't see any cows in 2014. And the park is closed on Mondays, so we're off to Tlachuchuca to get a jump on Orizaba. As we drive into Tlachuchuca, there's a really big dust devil, and my only regret is we didn't drive into it or walk into it to experience what it felt like. So last minute, we showed up at Hotel Harar, and we're able to organize a shuttle to drive up to the base camp. My hope was to rent a 4x4 from the airport and drive by ourselves, but with the little MG that we got, it was a comfortable drive on the roads, but not so good for the off-roads. So we arrived at base camp, and we lived at base camp for a couple of days, just doing hikes, recce's, just living on the mountain, acclimatizing, and enjoying life. This was our first hike up through to the wall, or the labyrinth, and I walked through without crampons and got to the kind of the basin there, and got a good view of the boulder field and the glacier. Spectacular day. Annika and I did a quick day hike to the east of camp. Not many people go there. It's pretty tricky to get down the gorge and up the other side. But if we're able to continue further to the east, there's some spectacular rock formations. This is our second hike up to the base of the glacier, and we get to put crampons on today. This will be exciting. So we're heading up into the clouds. Hopefully we don't get lost, but you're watching this video so you know we didn't. We had 2 solid hikes to the base of the glacier, or up to the ridge, and we'll be heading for the summit for the Friday morning. And technology wasn't playing so nice, but we're there for the sunrise. As we got on the glacier and we were starting to get the push for the top, Tim decided that probably he was not in the best condition to go for the push, so he decided to return, and Eva, Annika and I headed on to the top. There are many high points in the world. Wherever you are, it could be a high point. This happens to be the 3rd highest point in North America, and we were here by ourselves for a moment to enjoy the surroundings and just take in the moment. What goes up must come down. We are now in the descent phase of the adventure, and it is just as exhausting as going up. Back to base camp, a really quick pickup because, well, my body wasn't working so great, so getting down as fast as I might have liked didn't happen. So packed up and get out and back to Tlachichuca because we were on to Apizaco. This was day 10 of our adventure. So we hiked up Novella Toluca, hiked on Ixta, spent some time at base camp at Orizaba, and we were hiking up Malanchi just before heading back to the airport for a Sunday flight home. This was a great day hike.